home-based business tax coach, and coming to you live today. Have a chat. There we go. And if you do join me on this live, just type in hello and where you're listening from. As always, I haven't figured out how to necessarily check if I'm live or not. I'll get there with technology. And I remember every day how to do it. So doing a little bit better. Okay, let's get right into it. What we're going to talk about today is how to write off darn near everything. Now, a lot of people come to me over the 47 years I've been doing taxes. They come to me and say, hey, Steve, how do I write off my kids' braces? How do I write off my kids' soccer uniforms and school supplies and all this other good stuff? And you say, well, that's a good question. Normally, you don't. But if you have a home-based business, you can pay your children to work in your business. Now, they have to be between the ages of 7 and 17, and they have to do duties in your home-based business, such as they can wash your business car, they can mow the grass, shovel the snow, all that good stuff. Anything that happens within your property, because a part of that is for your business. They can unload your inventory. A lot of times, and now you get a 10-year-old or 14-year-old, they can do your social media. They can type things into the computer for your business. They can send out cards for your business. They can keep up your database. All those things that you can do for your business. Now, the IRS says that you can pay your child up to the standard deduction, which is about $12,000. And I don't know if I'm going live, but it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to keep talking. So you can pay your child up to that standard deduction because they pay no tax on it. And since they're under 17 years old, they pay no Social Security tax on it. There could be a little bit of state and local tax, but if you're saving, anywhere from, you're talking about $2,400 upwards, depending on how many children you have and how much you pay them. If you're in the 30% tax bracket with your self-employment income, say your 15% bracket plus your 15% self-employment, you're saving 30%. So if you pay your child $12,000, you're talking about saving $3,600. What's an extra $200, $300 in state and local tax? You're still over $3,000. Now, the way this works is this. I say in the thumbnail and in the title of this video, how to write off darn near everything. Well, what happens is you pay your child. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't have the money to pay my child. Wait for it. Let's just say you pay them $1,000 a month to do all these things for you. You take that $1,000 a month and you write a check and deposit it in their bank account. You get a bank account with a debit card on it. $1,000 a month goes from your business account to their checking account, okay? And you get a deduction for that. It's a $1,000 deduction. Now, once it goes into your child's bank account, they don't care where that goes, what that money's spent on. It's in their bank account. They got paid. You can take that debit card and pay their school fees, their school uniforms, their extracurricular activity uniforms. In fact, you can even take it to the grocery store and pay for your groceries. Well, that's writing off your groceries. If you go to the dentist and pay their dental bill, that's writing off the dental bill. If you take that debit card and go get your car repaired, that's paying off your car repair. That's deducting your car repairs. That's darn near everything. Now, I must give a disclaimer that everybody's tax situation is different. You might not be in the 15% bracket. You might not have to pay Social Security on your home-based business. Everybody's different. So that number is going to be different for everybody. But the theory is still there. In these days of the economy and everything's expensive, why not take advantage of this rule and pay your children? I mean, I just looked at a tax return today from 2024 for one of my new clients, and I'm thinking they got 2 children. Nobody ever told them they could pay their children. And even if you save $1,000 a year, come on now. Why not? Why not? And I'll tell you what, 47 years of doing taxes, there's only a few people that ever took advantage of it. And that's sad, you see, because people are complaining on Facebook about how expensive things are. And do something about it. This is a little 5 to 7 minute lesson that can get you geared up for 2026. Now, you can't go backdate it for 2025. But if you want more information, if you want to if you really, really, really want to lower your taxes, you can go to createmyeconomy.com and join my school for taxes and income, how to make money, how to save money on your taxes. Invest in yourself. It's a whopping $7 a month, and that's tax deductible. If you don't want to save money on your taxes, scroll to the next video. That's cool. I understand. So this is Steve Spangenberg. I'm glad I can put this information out there. I hope it helps somebody and you make it a prosperous